whiskey world go around.
Yeah. Fat bottom glass, you make the whiskey world go round. Welcome back to another episode of Chill Filtered, the podcast where we drink whiskey so you don't have to, but you probably should, and you probably are. And I got my Buffalo Trace ugly sweater on, and that's why we like you. And yeah, that's the intro. Here's one way you can support us, some business real quick. Hit us up on YouTube, right in the comments. We mentioned that recently, but we like it when people comment. Even if you got nothing great to say, we still like it when people comment. So do that, and we'll enjoy it. This is a great episode already. I am so excited because, I feel like I'm low energy, but I feel like I'm also coming down with something, and that's why I feel low energy. But I am on the inside. I am giddy as a schoolgirl, and I'm excited. I love the Christmas episode every year. We've been doing this this is our 6th year doing it, and we had 1 year off when Adam quit. And then but it's been a blast every time. And it's always tradition every year to do gifts, and we're gonna get to that in a little bit. And we have gift prizes. So we're stoked about sending our listeners some gifts as well.
And today is Christmas. This episode comes out on Christmas.
I hope everyone's listening to this with their family around the Christmas tree, sipping on some hot chocolate with some bourbon cream in it, as I am drinking right now. This is the Buffalo Trace bourbon cream.
Ooh, is that stuff good? I've actually never had that.
It's as good as you imagine it is. It's very good.
Yeah?
I mean,
Nice.
it's like basically it's like cream, sugar, and bourbon. I think that's the only and Buffalo Trace.
Yeah,
it's pretty simple. They do add some caramel color, but who cares? Because it's delish. I got a little mini. Hey.
Oh, perfect. I should just grab that sometime.
But the mini's like $4, and the bottle's like $18. So
yeah, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy a whole bottle, and then I'm gonna have like one sip and be like, "Oh, okay, that's pretty good." And then it'll sit there for like 2 years until I finally throw it away.
Yeah, you will drink a sample bottle. I assure you that.
Yeah. Okay, you're drinking Liquid Death. I've seen this everywhere. I know people love it. What is it? I don't even know what it is.
So I thought it was kind of what do you call it? Like a gimmick. I mean, it's basically like hardcore themed seltzer water, but I really like it. I don't do the like they have like a tea like a tea variety or something like that. I just do the seltzer with a little flavor. Normally, I'm a mango guy. But then there's the melon flavored one too, which is pretty good. But why I like them is it's slightly sweet from agave nectar. And it kind of cools down the bubbles in that way. Like if you're drinking like LaCroix or whatever they call that, it's like a little strong on the bubbles. I don't like strong on the bubbles. I like light on the bubbles. And that's why I like Liquid Death, because it's got
there's a little bit of sugar in there. Yeah.
It's only 20 calories for the whole can.
Oh, okay.
But just enough to kind of make it a little more pleasant. And then so I dig it. I like the flavors. Like I said, mango's my thing, but I didn't find it the other day when I was going to the store. Normally I buy it on Amazon. But I didn't think ahead this time.
So what's that one there in your hand then?
This one's the Convicted Melon.
Melon. Gotcha.
I don't like the branding, but it's my favorite seltzer. So
cool. Nice. I'd always been curious. It also comes in a abnormally large can.
Yeah, it's like 19.2 fluid ounces, which is very
size.
Abnormal. Yeah. They should make it a 40. A 40 can. Those are big cans, man. But tell me about we were both out of town last week.
Yeah,
I was in Ohio, and there's not much to say about it. I got to meet coworkers and stuff, and that was nice. It was very nice, actually. But
so your position's fully remote, so that's where your team is based out of, Ohio?
Yeah, most of the people that work at the company are in the Westfield Center, Ohio location. And I won't give away the name of the company I work for, but it is yeah, a lot of people live there. It's kind of a small farming area, and then there's this random insurance company in the middle of it all, which is fine. But yeah, it was good to meet people. Got to meet my boss. Got to do some, like Christmassy activities. We even did a charity related thing as a actuarial team. So that was fun.
Nice.
But yeah. What'd you do in New York? Was it purely vacation?
Yeah. So New York was purely vacation. I've always wanted to see New York at Christmas time. Sam loves Broadway shows. Funny story. When she was a kid, her parents took her to New York. I'm not sure how old she was, but I'm guessing like, I don't know, maybe 8, 9 or 10 or something around there. And they take her to a Broadway show, and I think it was Phantom of the Opera, I think.
Nice.
And she was just captivated, like 100%, like edge of her seat, calmly sitting there, just like captivated. And so as soon as it was done, she looks up at her parents and she's like, "So what are we seeing tomorrow?" And so they were like, "Oh wow, I guess we better buy some more Broadway tickets."
That's cool.
So anyway, she's a
so did she go to see any more while she was there?
Yeah. I'm sure they saw a couple more. I just can't remember. Can't remember what all they saw on that.
So you saw a Broadway show?
Yeah, we did.
What did you see? Oh, did you see that? No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh my God, my
I've heard good things about this. What is it? What's that Barber one?
Yep, that's it.
You want to sell the Josh Groban, Sweeney Todd? Yeah.
Yep.
Was it Josh Groban?
Had to see it. Yeah,
it like his understudy or something like that?
No, we actually got Josh Groban. Funny you say that too, because it's like a thing where so I guess in general they have about 8 shows a week, and maybe in general they don't perform at like 2 of them, where the understudies then perform.
Wow.
So we didn't understand how it is statistically likely that the shows that they're going to skip. Say again?
They don't give warning or anything? It's just random?
No. Right. So yeah, it's not completely random. They do, like if they're taking a longer vacation, they will let you know. Like when you're booking tickets, it'll say like, Josh Groban's not performing for this week on this month or whatever. But week to week, they will skip like 2 shows, 2 out of their 8 shows week to week, and you don't know what it's going to be, but there is a statistical likelihood that it will be the non-primetime shows and the off weekend shows. So in general, they'll always hit the weekend primetime shows. We didn't know that though, and so we saw Sweeney Todd on like a Thursday. I think it was Thursday in the evening though. I think we lucked out. It was likely to go well, but still we lucked out. We did get to see Josh Groban, which was very important for Sam because she loves Josh Groban.
That's great.
And so we went after the show. Apparently you can go to the stage door side and line up and try to catch their autograph when they come out, the actors. And so we went and we were lined up outside, and I started schmoozing with a security guard, and then he ended up telling us like, yeah, by the way, Josh Groban is not signing autographs tonight. And we were like, oh, okay, well, thanks. We got dinner reservations, so we're going to go.
Nice.
Should we come back tomorrow? And he was like, yeah, just come back tomorrow. Get here about like 5 minutes before the performance ends. And that way you'll be right at the front of the line just before the actual theater goers come out to line up.
Nice.
So that's what we did. And the dinner reservation was cool too. It was a place, I'll think of the name here in a minute, but it was like a Broadway hangout place where actors will typically go to eat dinner after their show. So it was like a place where there's a decent likelihood we might see somebody we know if we know a lot of people. I think Sam does know a lot of actors. But no, we didn't see anybody. But the restaurant, it was called Joe Allen. And it was really close to Broadway. It was right just like a block down the street from the theater that we were at. So highly recommend Joe Allen. The place was like super adorable inside. It was all brick wall, and the food was great, and service was great. Everything was great about it. So
that's cool.
We went back the next day, and we were first in line. And we were right up against the gate, and Josh Groban comes out, and he's going down the row signing autographs. And Sam had her playbill for him to sign, and I was ready with the camera to try to get like a selfie of all of us. And I have like monkey long arms. I have, you know how your wingspan is supposed to be your height? Yeah,
Yours
mine's
is a
like
little
3
longer.
inches longer than I
Nice. That's
am
what
tall.
Phelps has apparently.
Yeah,
She was
right?
a swimmer. Mhm.
Yeah, I should have been a swimmer. But,
Yeah.
anyway, so I'm there and we're in a big crowd too, so I can't
Mhm.
go out. I have to go up with my arms.
Yeah.
So my arm's way up and it's
Uh-huh.
looking way down
And he
and
goes, "You raise me up."
No, no, no.
No? Didn't happen?
Even better. Josh Groban, after making a goofy face at the camera, he turns to me and goes, "Man, you got a long wingspan there, buddy."
And you're
It's like,
like,
no, that's
"Yeah."
it's like Sam's favorite story that Josh Groban called me buddy and complimented my
Yeah.
extra long wingspan.
That's great. You're like, "Now I
Um,
can die."
yeah, I know, right? We saw one other
That's
show though
funny.
while we were there. It was a show called
Mhm.
Hades Town, like Greek
Okay.
mythology, Hades. And
Okay.
it was a story, like a Greek mythology story,
Mhm.
and it was told in the style of New Orleans jazz music, kind of.
Nice. I
So it
like
was
that.
super like rambunctious jazz dance around kind of
Mhm.
music, and it was cool because there wasn't a pit. The orchestra wasn't like in a pit. It was just like a jazz band, and they were all on stage with the actors
That's
performing or
cool.
on the middle of the stage. And so every now and then, like the trombone player, he was heavily featured, and he'd
Mhm.
actually get up and come down and like dance a little bit on the stage with
Oh,
the
that's cool.
actors while he was like doing
Mhm.
a crazy solo and stuff. So that was a really cool
That's
show. It was
fun.
a lot of fun.
I had a, high school, classmate that became really big in Broadway. What's you ever seen Hamilton? I haven't.
I've seen it just on when it was streamable, like right after it came out.
Okay. So, what do you know what the girl's name was? Maybe Hamilton's girl or something like that?
No clue at
Started
all.
with, like, an E or something like that. Hamilton wife. But anyway,
Elizabeth,
oh, no, it wasn't
Emily.
her. It started with an
I'm just
E,
shouting
though.
names with an E.
Let me see. Cast of
Evelyn.
Hamilton. It was, what the crap is this? That is not what I wanted. Uh Anyway, now I gotta know. It was like someone's yelling at at
I
their,
know.
radio right now. It's this
Yeah.
person. Eliza. She's kind of like the lead bill woman, apparently.
Yeah.
And I knew her, was in classes with her.
Wow.
It was the second casting of
Mhm.
Hamilton. So it wasn't like, the first thing, but it was like the big, like, she's a huge deal. She's got a biography written about her already. Her name was
Dang.
Shoba Narayanan or something
Mm,
like that.
yeah,
But yeah, she's famous now. She's
that's
like,
cool.
if you go to my high school's famous people that came from your high school, she's one of them. And
Nice,
yeah.
nice. I 20 years ago,
Hmm.
I went to New York. So I mentioned my mom was a vocal music teacher.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She ended up kind of arranging a music part for her students to sing that was
Nice.
kind of like a backup choir
Hmm.
vocals for
Nice.
this country band from Kansas that was very
Okay.
sensational at the time, who were on
Nice.
tour, and
Oh.
they were scheduled to play at Carnegie Hall,
Oh wow.
and they invited my mom and her
Nice.
choir to come and sing on stage at Carnegie Hall. So of course I
That's
got to go
cool.
too.
Carnegie Hall,
And my
man.
brother went and everything. We all went, family,
Hmm.
and so I got to sing on stage at Carnegie Hall, so that was kind of fun. And
Wow.
while we were there was this brand new show out called Wicked,
Oh
and
wow.
so we went to the first run of Wicked.
Wow. Was that
So
with, homegirl,
yeah, Idina
Idina
Menzel and
Menzel? Yeah, or
yeah,
Adele
Kristen Chenoweth,
Manzina?
Adele Dazeem. Are you talking
Yeah, yeah,
about
that was what it
the?
was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I love that so much.
yeah.
John
He was
Travolta,
like,
that's who that
"I am
was.
so sorry." Yeah.
Calling her Adele Dazeem. God, that's so great. Um,
Yeah.
Anyway, I think Idina Menzel actually ducked out of that performance that we went
Oh,
to, but I
gotcha.
did get to see Kristen Chenoweth. Obviously, I had no
Nice.
idea who she was at the time, so it didn't really like
But
mean
they're
anything to me.
big.
But now Sam is, and I like still have the playbill and everything, and Sam was like,
Mhm.
"You got to see Kristen Chenoweth."
That's cool.
But
Man.
yeah, we
Yeah,
just go ahead.
yeah. No, I've just never seen any sort of Broadway thing. Yeah.
Gotcha. Like on Broadway. Yeah.
Even,
Oh,
I don't even think I've seen, like, a musical,
oh
like,
wow.
outside of, like, school musicals.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of school musicals,
Oh
actually,
yeah.
speaking of Shoba, my classmate, we weren't really like tight, but we weren't like enemies or anything. We just crossed paths a lot, and we had classes. I did projects with her and stuff like that. So it was like that status of like she would recognize me if she saw me, probably. Maybe not. Maybe she's seen too many faces these days. Anyway, we were in a musical together in the senior year, and it wasn't like a standard musical. It was like one of the teachers wrote it like every year
Yeah.
until the year we were the last running of actually the cat. It was like a 20+ year run, like of like a
Wow.
new thing every year. Ours was a comedy about like a hospital, and it was kind of like Scrubs mixed with, I don't know, musical, but not the musical episode of Scrubs, which is fantastic. But I played a crazy guy in the psych ward, and it was very fun. And I had a singing role, and I was in like a ton of scenes and stuff like that. But it was yeah,
Were
I
you
played a
like
really good crazy guy.
singing while trying to be crazy with your
Yeah,
voice?
basically. So
Awesome.
I have a killer falsetto. Like a really good falsetto. At least what
Yeah.
I imagine. Like I can really hit high notes and like maybe not like super high notes, but I have really
Mariah
good
Carey's
range.
style?
Not
Yeah,
range.
totally.
What's the word? I have really good accuracy, I guess,
Yeah.
in a falsetto, whatever they say as kids these
Yeah.
days. Anyway, I sang Crazy by Gnarls Barkley, and I would sing
Oh.
the verses with kind of a low voice, and then I would sing the chorus with like a super high voice, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Does that make me crazy?" and like hit it higher than that. And yeah, people loved it. I was like stealing the show. It was great, and I
Nice.
mean that. I was stealing the show.
Overshadowed the future Broadway star. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. She got nothing in. I was just stealing all the thunder.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but she was one of the main nurses who was like one of the protagonists. So anyway, go ahead.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
while I was in New York,
Yeah.
Ben Klepsig had mentioned on our
Uh-huh.
Discord server that Kings County Distillery was
That's
going to
right,
have
in
this like
Brooklyn.
hazmat release,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
insane hazmat. If I remember correctly, it's like
It's like
80%.
140. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah,
It's like
if I remember
160,
correctly.
baby.
Yeah. So anyway, I didn't book a tour in advance. I wasn't sure like how I was going to be feeling, and it was actually
Mm.
quite a distance away
Oh, for sure.
from Times Square, and we were going to have to
Mhm.
walk a bit too, and I wasn't sure if that was something we were going to want to do. But
Mhm.
after the first day or so, I kind of, had the subway system figured out and felt pretty
Nice.
confident enough to stray so far from home.
Totally.
And so we went all the way down to Kings County, and I
Wow.
got to have a little tour, and it was just me actually. I
Oh,
had booked
really?
like a
Sam
VIP
didn't
tour
come?
thing. Yeah, and like nobody else. Well, me and
Oh,
Sam.
you and Sam. I
Uh,
gotcha.
yeah, both of us went, but it was just
Mhm.
us and the tour guide, and so it was
The
very
tour
intimate
guide.
experience. What'd you say?
The tour guide.
Yeah, the tour guide took
That
us on a
sounds so
tour.
long. Yeah. It's too many syllables.
Yeah, I like to have both syllables in there. It really gets the point across that it was a
Yeah.
tour and not just something
The
that you like
tour.
did to like pull a piece of paper in half or something like that.
I had a friend that would pronounce words funny. She'd be like a dachshund instead of a dachshund, or a cashier instead of a cashier.
A
Yeah, it was
cashier.
funny.
Oh my gosh.
Sounds like a tour.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I got to
Yeah.
try that hazmat. So
Uh-huh.
apparently there were only 5 bottles
Oh wow.
made.
So they didn't
Yeah,
really
maybe
hand them
they like
out.
withheld
Yeah.
some for themselves or something, but
Mhm.
available to the public, there were only 5 bottles, and
Oh
at the
wow.
bar, they'd already worked their way through like 2 and a half of them. So there were only
Yeah,
like 2
people want to try
bottles
that.
left
Mhm.
available to sample at the bar. I did get to try it. It was impressive for being
Is
so
it
high
good?
ABV. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was very
Where
mouth
there's
drying.
20% whiskey and then 80% alcohol, or
Yeah,
like whiskey flavor, I guess.
yeah, it was the most like mouth drying thing I've
Oh, I
ever
believe it.
drank, like tannic mouth drying.
Mhm.
But for what it still had a ton of flavor, and it was
Did you
delicious, and
cough?
it drank well below
Nice.
the
Oh, cool.
insanity proof. And I
Yeah.
had also on the tour, I had sampled this and that. I think I tried one of
Uh-huh.
like everything that they had,
Nice.
everything that they could have even given me.
Mhm.
I tried a little bit.
Nice.
But that leads me to my entry buzz, which I
Ooh.
brought one of these back. My favorite thing, maybe not
Uh-huh.
necessarily like favorite, but the thing that surprised me the most and made me say, yeah, I'm definitely going to get a bottle of this, was the Kings County single malt.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I went ahead and grabbed
Nice.
their single malt, and it's very malty and very sweet,
Nice.
especially on the nose. And
Mhm.
it's I'm not sure how long it was aged, but not very
Mhm.
long because
Okay.
they're aging in New York and they're aging in small barrels. I'm pretty sure this
Mhm.
is just like 4 years tops,
Okay.
maybe like 3 to 4 years. But for what it is, I think it's really impressive. So I grabbed a bottle.
Nice. Yeah, we've done at least one episode on Kings County, and then we did one drink along
Drink
with Kings
along.
County. Mhm.
Yeah, and
Empire
I'll be
Rye.
honest, I don't remember what we drank along,
Mhm.
but I was
Empire
not a
Rye.
fan. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't love it. It was a little
Yeah,
too young to me.
I did end up grabbing the rye cask strength though. So I
Ooh.
also grabbed a bottle of that too. It was very good. And it was more of a buy of like, I love ryes and I love
Yeah.
cask strength. So I'm gonna buy
Mhm.
their thing that is rye
Yeah.
cask strength. And the sampling of it at least landed in good territory.
Nice.
So I bought a whole bottle. But of course I've been sampling a million things and was
Mhm.
probably a little happy. And then I went and sampled the hazmat. So I was
Nice.
ready. Ready,
Yeah.
ready. What
Prepped.
are you,
That's
entry
funny.
buzzing, though?
Just the bourbon cream.
Oh, yeah, that's right,
I
that's right.
should have brought something more. And I probably shouldn't be drinking like cream when I'm feeling like not nauseous, but like I don't know, semi queasy, I
Oh,
guess.
like a thick milky thing, yeah, yeah.
Hmm. And a lot of sugar, but it's still good. Don't get me
I bet.
wrong.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, do you want to open some presents,
I
some
do.
gifts?
Yeah, I'm
So
pretty excited. You're in your sweater, I went the PJs route, I'm in, like, Christmas Day
yeah,
PJs. Let's see if I can knock everything over in my office.
uh-huh.
I got my cat
Ooh, cat
PJ pants on.
PJ pants. Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm
that's
feeling
good.
very
It's like
Christmassy.
Christmas morning.
Yeah, it's nice and cool here. It was raining a little bit earlier,
Oh, really?
so it's cloudy and winter
Wow.
time and totally ready.
Like a winter Arizona storm. That's rare.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
normally doesn't rain in the
Yeah, yeah.
in
It's
the,
usually
like,
summer when it
December,
rains. Yeah.
January timeframe, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. Um, yeah. So we decided we're gonna open gifts from listeners. We only got three, which is great. No, we got four. No, we got three.
Yep,
Three. Three, 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 three. And we should open what's his name? Paul Clarkson's first.
sounds good. At least we're
Okay.
assuming that it's Paul Clarkson.
Yes, we're assuming it's Paul Clarkson's. We there was nothing. So Brian's gonna open his. I left mine downstairs, but sadly, Bryan and I both didn't know who it was coming from, so we opened it, and
Yeah.
it's cool. I love it. But mine's downstairs, and my wife just got home,
Yeah.
and I don't want to run downstairs and be like, "Hey, bye, okay, bye." But I think we got the same thing. But if we didn't, I will run downstairs. So
Nice.
Bryan, show them what it is.
I will. Let me work on getting it open here while I say,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I had a bunch of presents for my wife coming.
Uh huh.
And so I wasn't like, I didn't want to give it to her and open it and
Hmm.
be like, hey, did you know, is this something that you remember me buying or whatever?
Uh
Because it could have
huh.
been something for her. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna open it really slowly and I'm just gonna like peek in there.
Yeah. I
And
did the
if it's
same.
like, if I don't recognize it immediately, I'll just close it back up real quick. And then of course
Yeah.
I ended up just seeing the whole thing.
Uh huh.
But I've got it open now. And it
Either way.
is, oh, let me put it together real quick.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Well, let me at least say what I believe that this is.
Yeah.
So this has a wooden handle on it, and then it has a nice metal block with the chill
Brass.
filtered logo on it,
Yeah.
and it looks like a stamp. And I
Yeah,
believe
or
that
like
you
a
put
wax
it.
seal. Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what I imagine it's a little big for a wax seal,
So
but we'll have to hit
since
up
it's
Paul
so
and be like,
big,
"What's
and
that?"
since it's a big chunky piece of metal, I
Yeah.
thought that you put this on an ice cube for
That's
a
probably
30
what it
seconds or so,
is. Yeah,
and
that's
it
100% what it is because they usually do that with brass.
yeah, it melts in the
Nice.
chill
I like it
filtered
even
logo in a
more
big cube.
now.
And I have big cubes that I believe the
Oh,
size of
yeah.
this will be perfect. So maybe
Nice.
I'll when we're done recording here, and if I
Oh,
make like an old
totally.
fashioned or something later
Now I'm gonna
tonight,
get
I'll take a
some
picture and put it on Discord.
yeah, I'm gonna get some big cubes now.
Yeah. So this is what you saw in yours
Yeah.
in the
Yeah, same
Christmas
thing.
present
Yeah,
sneak peek.
so thank you, Paul Clarkson.
Thank you,
You're in
Paul.
the
This is very
runnings.
very cool. Very
If we had
very
to
unique
stop now,
idea.
you would get the best gift because we've
But we
only opened
can't
one so
stop
far.
now.
But we can't stop now. Should we go Ben or Bryce?
Ooh, let's go, Bryce because
Bryce?
I don't have Bryce's.
Oh, that's right.
But you
Yeah,
do,
yeah.
and we're actually not sure if it's the same gift for
He
each
said it
of us.
wasn't. Yeah.
Oh, he
So
said
I'll
it
open.
wasn't?
Yeah, he said that's why he sent the email. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Oh, I got the
Yeah,
email.
yeah.
I totally forgot about that
Yeah.
because he sent me the email and he was like, "Don't look at this until you're
Uh-huh.
recording," and so I didn't even look at the subject or anything. I just like clicked it and archived it. So I just threw it away
Nice.
into the
Got it out of
file
there.
bin here.
That's cool.
All right.
Yeah,
I
it's
see his
bodily, I'll
name
tell you
here.
that.
It's
It is
what?
very bodily. It's got a
Very
jiggle to it.
bodily.
What was the word I used the other day for yours? It's got a slosh to it.
Slow, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that made it on the podcast, the outro, I believe,
Oh, nice.
of
Ooh, what we
last week.
got here? A nice bottle. What is this? 4 walls.
I'm clicking
got
now. Drum roll.
Irish.
Ayo.
Oh wait, no. Is this that one? Yes, this is the Patty's one. This is the Always Sunny in Philadelphia one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So now we get
Nice.
to try the Irish whiskey and American rye, a blend of Irish whiskeys and American rye.
Very cool. Very cool. He got me
right
New
now.
Riff bottled in bond.
Oh, nice.
And
What
New
a
Riff is
pro.
not distributed here in Arizona, so the
That's
only
right.
way for me to get this is to receive it from Bryce and Marita. So thank you very much.
So what I'm gonna do?
And I actually own no bottles of New Riff right now.
That's
so,
crazy.
Yeah.
That's hard to believe. I need here. Give me a moment. I gotta rinse my glass real quick. You talk.
Sounds good.
You talk. Thanks,
me
Bryce.
talk. Okay, I'll talk a little bit more about New York. Maybe I assume you can hear me. I don't know. We got some pizza from a couple pizza places because that's like what you do in New York. Got some bagels from a couple bagel places because that's what you do in New York. Can confirm New York bagels are delicious. Like if I'm gonna give some bagel tasting notes, I'm gonna say like it was a little bit of sourdough, like it was a little, the bread was a little sourdough, and it was much more like fluffy and big than I'm used to. And the places that we went to had like tons of cream cheeses, flavored cream cheeses to choose from. And so I ended up getting some like green onion heavy cream cheeses with like some chipotle seasoning in there and everything. So
that sounds great.
Loved the bagels, loved the pizza for sure.
I'm too close to New York to only have been there a few times.
Yeah, what if you just drove there? How long would it take?
Bubble gum. 6 hours maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish you could smell this. This is sweet. And
so that's from the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, guys.
Yeah, it's a blend of
surprising,
not bad. Yeah, surprisingly good. Not like good in a way that you're like, whoa, like this is like on my shelf. But it's like surprisingly good for a screw top gimmick.
Cool.
Thanks, Bryce. You're the man.
Yeah. And I just randomly thought too, quick update on the Chill Filtered Secret Sampler.
Oh,
that went off without a hitch. Everybody got their samples out on time. I think the last ones are coming in the mail right now and everything.
Yeah,
I know that even
your
some
receiver was stoked.
Yeah, some people got some early, and some people have been starting to make their way through them early. Some people got a lot extra, so that was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Some people got, excuse me, some people got whiskey from Tasmania.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Some people sent whiskey to Tasmania.
Right.
Yeah. So no, that's super cool.
So
yeah, we're gonna do it next year for sure.
Participated. Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously.
Definitely next year.
Yeah, it'll be a hit again, and we might even open it to just listeners in general, not just Patreon people. So
yeah, for sure,
it'll be great. Yeah, I think we started something great. Yeah, people were stoked. All right, last gift from listeners. We got Ben Klepsig.
All right, I got mine right here. I got my box cutter around here somewhere.
Is yours this shape?
Oh, yours is that shape. Mine's this shape. Yours is hot dog, and mine's hot dog, and yours is hamburger shape.
Yeah, I would say so. Maybe we got different things. Ben brought it last year.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, the good news about getting 3 gifts. Last year we got a few more, but the good news is that our listeners have a good shot at winning best or random gift for what we give back.
All right.
That's how it works.
I'm into the big fluffy packing material now.
Nice. Me too. Ooh, what's this?
Hey-o, okay. They are wrapped inside.
Bunahaven.
At least some are.
Yeah.
Oh.
Something Bunahaven branded.
Oh. So mine had three things inside.
Did you crack this? How does this work?
All right.
Here, I guess I'll unwrap it.
Do you have
your Bunahaven on it?
Yeah, it does.
Okay,
it's a nice little red cylinder here.
Yeah.
All right. Are you opening the Buna?
Yeah, that one going first.
Oh,
what is this?
Open.
Ooh.
Oh, there is
12.
a little card in. Yep. Yeah, me too.
Oh,
and there is
card.
a little
nice.
card in there too.
Nice.
Bunahaven 12. I've actually also never had Bunahaven before, so this will be good for me.
Oh, I love Bunahaven. It's like always good.
So mine came with a little piece of paper that has a joke on it.
Mm-hmm.
What do wizards use to wrap their presents?
Their wand.
Spello tape. I don't get it.
Isn't it like Stello or something like that?
Spello tape? Cellophane? Spello tape?
I don't know. Mine says, what do you call Santa Claus when he doesn't move? Santa Paws.
Oh, P-A-U-S-E. I've heard Santa Paws P-A-W-S so many times in my life.
Yeah, with animals. Yeah. Ooh, 2 other things in here. We got something wrapped in. I love wrapping paper. Oh yes, just like last year. This helped me with what do you call it? Map Madness.
Ooh.
We got the Fireball, which is last year he wrote on it not whiskey. Which is this the the 33 proof? Nope, it's the 66 proof.
Nice.
Thanks,
Straight
Ben.
up Fireball. I actually kind of do like Fireball.
Yeah.
Like I can easily drink Fireball. I know a lot of people who will like drink Fireball and they'll be like, oh my god, it reminds me of this time I was in college and blah 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 blah. But I've never had like a bad night with Fireball, so I actually do think that it's pretty decent for what it is.
It lost me Madness basically. I assumed it was the what do you call it? Ooh, a nice it's got a humidity control, John, but a nice cigar. Oh, and it's Pappy Van Winkle
cigar.
Wow. I wonder if it's from the same company that does the Blanton's ones. Nice.
This is perfect for me to receive one cigar. One.
Yeah.
Because I will smoke this sometime soon. Fortunately, it has a nice little Bovita pack in there to keep it moist.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. And I love a good cigar. And it's been a while. It's been almost half a year since I cigared. Which
Open the bag.
Have 2 to 3 a year. Open the bag.
Curious if I can smell it a little bit. There's a of course the cigar itself is wrapped, of course, but in the bag there's a very weak cigar smell. It smells pretty good.
All right. Should we decide now?
Thank you.
Yeah. Should we decide now on best or should we wait until we open each other's and then decide for our listeners?
Yeah. Let's decide. Oh wait. Oh, you said no. Let's do it now. And you go first.
This is a hard one. This is a hard one. Okay. This is hard. Because, I think I figured it out. All right. You want to go first or me? Or did you say go first?
You go first.
Okay. The winner this year of a bottle of Blanton's Gold is actually Paul Clarkson. I'm going to go with Paul on this one. I think it was really close between all 3, actually. But I kind of like like the personalization of Paul's. That kind of put me right over the edge. Like it was like 100 to 101. Of like, I like that it's like personalized, and yeah, we can like impress people with a chill filtered thing, on our ice cube. So yeah, Paul, well done. And then I'll set up I'll ask Google to choose between Bryce and Ben for the secondary bottle, which is the Nika from the barrel. Excuse me. Here, let's do that right now. We're going to put Ben as number 1, and we're going to put Bryce as number 2. So, hey, Google, pick a number between 1 and 2.
Here's a random number.
1. So I said 1 was...
Oh, shit, I don't remember.
Oh, crap. All right. Oh, no, I'm just going to go back and listen to it later.
Yeah, right.
And
obviously,
congratulations, Ben or Bryce.
Congratulations, number 1.
From the bear. Yeah, congratulations, contestant number 1. You've done it. So thanks to everyone who sent in stuff. This is amazing. Yeah, we're going to keep doing this every year. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Your turn.
I will give favorite to Ben.
Nice.
Thank you very much, Ben. I think you secured the spot because I've genuinely been curious about Bunnahabhain for a long time.
So good.
And then the cigar too is like the perfect gift kind of thing for me to receive, because like I do kind of like cigars, but not so much that like when I buy like 4 or 6 for myself, they're just going to sit in a bag and I might not ever get around to them, kind of thing. So for me to get this one, and it's Pappy related, super fun and everything, super so cool. Appreciate it very much. Yeah.
All right, do you want to pull your backup?
Yeah. Okay, so let's do let's do
try to remember
Bryce 1, Paul 2. Alphabetical order, Bryce 1, Paul 2.
Oh, that's a good way to do it.
Okay, all right. I have my thing on Do Not Disturb. I think it'll hear me though. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 2. 2. I don't know if you heard that,
that's
but 2.
Paul Clarkson. That's everyone
Paul.
Potentially wins.
So Paul gets a very merry Buffalo Trace Christmas. Paul gets the Blanton's Golden or Weller 107.
Nice. That's awesome. Great. All right. So okay, I got 3 boxes from you.
Yeah.
One is the only one is return labeled from you.
Okay.
And the other 2 are boxes, that's for sure. One is smaller than the other, and that's all I know because I didn't look at the return address for either one of the other ones.
Oh, yeah. Open the heaviest one first.
Heaviest one? Okay, cool.
It took me a minute to remember what it was. I was sitting here like, oh my gosh, what did I get him? It was so long ago.
All right. Wow, this is heavy.
Yeah, that's the one that you said was sloshy.
Yeah, super sloshy. All right, here we go. Big box. I only got you 2 separate things.
Oh. I was wondering if the 2 equally sized and equally rattly boxes were the same thing.
You got 2 boxes?
Well, I think they might have shipped. So Sam went ahead and wrapped these for me.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, they might have shipped
in
as
adorable kitty wrapping paper.
Oh.
Yeah, but anyway, I wondered if these were the same thing.
All right. I'm just seeing the protective cardboardy stuff. Yeah.
Good.
Whoa. Oh, nice. Yo, I was about to buy more of these. So this is my favorite root beer, Bulldog root beer.
Nice.
And this is dope. Thank you so much. Because literally, I would have bought more too.
Nice. I intended to go to World Market and buy myself a little pack so I could try it today too, but it just kept slipping my mind over and over again.
Oh, you're good.
I will.
Actually, Albertsons sells it too.
Oh, so I wonder if Safeway has it then, because I think Albertsons and Safeway are like the same thing. Yeah. I think. But I know for a fact that World Market has it, because I was debating just having it sent to you from Amazon or like buying like a pack and trying to wrap it myself. And I was like, no, like I'll throw a little
Dude,
more
that's a lot
money
of
at it
money.
and somebody else will just do it for me. I was like, yeah, I'm doing that.
That's how I got my last batch. And I think I actually ran out of bottles. So that's why I wanted more. Thank you.
Perfect.
Very thoughtful. All right.
I expect in the reviews channel of Discord for you to review Bulldog root beer for us.
So good. It's like the perfect root beer. It's got like hints of wintergreen, like the hintiest.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, your turn.
All right.
And now I gave it away that both the small boxes are the same thing.
All right, very good. So I'll open one. One can be representative of both here.
Yeah. Or maybe.
All right, I'm ripping through these adorable cats on this wrapping paper.
So what I got you, I really wanted myself. I was like, this would be cool. I would really want how cool this thing is.
So this might be telling of what's inside, but the logo for this company, I assume the company name is Wisdom, WHISDOM. The logo is a beautiful kind of minimalist squiggly line Glencairn.
Yeah, and off what do you call it? Not symmetric, even though it is symmetric.
It is packed very well. There's a QR code inside. There's a wrapped Glencairn. Opening the wrapping, and oh wow, fat, heavy base.
Yeah, I'm into the thick bases, man.
Yeah, right. Dang.
Oh yeah,
this
that was a classy looking glass.
Yeah, heck yeah. This is awesome.
Yeah,
this base is so thick. Richard Patterson can't come kill me. For warming up. It's not going to warm up at all with this thick base.
Yeah, I'm into thick bases. So.
Thank you. So the other one's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
You can share it with the next person you drink with. What's that?
I thought this was like a handwritten note by you.
Oh yeah, no.
No. It's from like the company. It's like, thank you for purchasing, blah blah blah. But like I started reading and it was like, thank you for supporting, and I was like, oh, Cole wrote me like a thank you for
thank you for supporting me with the podcast. All right, what should I open next? The bottles.
The not from me box.
Okay.
The other box that is from not me.
Multiple items enclosed.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh man, I'm actually really excited for this cigar now. Man.
Yeah. Ooh, something's furry. What do we got here? Oh, what is this? It's like is this branded? No, it's just a bourbon or drink related.
No, you had it right. Spin it around. There's a buffalo on the front of the white.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Let's do this. Yeah, I love it. Buffalo Trace Santa hat. Wait, is it right?
Yeah.
No, there it is.
You had it the first. There we go. Yeah,
there it is. Yeah,
perfect.
That's great.
I was like, when I got that, I was like, I know he has some festive Buffalo Trace something,
this.
and I couldn't remember, but
it matches.
So now you got the hat. What all's on the Santa hat part of that hat?
It's got like drinks and whiskey looking things. It's got a bow and a what do you call it? A still, or rather a fermenter, and barrels. Yeah, it's pretty various things. A lot of whiskey. I would wear it, but I'm running hot right now.
No, it's all good.
Potentially feeling sick.
No need to start sweating.
But it's got other things.
Wait,
ooh, what's this?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, what is that? Go ahead.
I don't know yet. It's glass, but it's surrounded by bubble wrap, so I don't even know what it is. Oh, it's a Glencairn. But is it brand? Ooh, Eagle Rare.
Yeah.
Look at that. My favorite brand of all.
Yep. I knew that you were going to need an Eagle Rare Glencairn when you finally open that Eagle Rare 17.
Yeah, one of these days.
There is one more thing in there too.
Yeah, it looks like a wee Glencairn. So wee.
I decided you needed a wee.
So my wife opened the bottle box, and she didn't, tell me, of course, what's in it. But she was grabbing the sample bottles out.
Yeah.
And she, ooh, so cute. And it's got a little buffalo on it.
Yeah,
Buffalo
it's got the
trace.
buffalo trace buffalo on it.
Nice. A wee Glencairn. I should have waited to open these before I started grabbing some or cleaning out my glass. And then it's got a cheers.
Nice.
From
yeah,
the,
that should be it.
This is all from you? You wrote all this?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right.
You're welcome. Wait, you were saying your wife was
yeah. I forgot about it. Yeah. So she was taking the sample bottles out so I could try the Jacob's Pardon.
Yeah.
And all I know is that she said, ooh, when she saw what was in the
nice.
the other bottles or something like that. She's like, oh wow.
Nice.
And that's like really telling to be not telling. That's really like special because she doesn't know whiskey from whiskey usually. So
ooh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. What would she know then? I bet you've been thinking about this for a long time.
Yeah. All right, your turn, man. Or I'll
put that knife away.
Yeah.
Put that knife away.
All right. I'll admit on this one, I'll give you a little bit of preface to it. I saw this and I was like, I kind of want this, but I think Bryan will really like it. So
nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Somehow I have like a splinter in my finger, so that's cool. Every time I like touch my finger against something, it
use your knife. Just cut it out.
Use my knife to just cut my finger off. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Or at least like slice it so that you can just remove.
Very good. And then I'll just jam it back together again.
No, you just cauterize it.
Yeah. My wife kindly put this in a pretty little bag.
Yeah, she helped me out with this one.
She put it in a nice little happy birthday bag for me. So,
happy birthday, Jesus.
I was gonna say. All right, I'm reaching in.
All right, here goes.
Okay, I can feel the neck. It's got a little bulgy on the neck.
Maybe scotchy perchance.
That's what I was gonna say. Boom. Yeah. Oh my God. What? We texted about this earlier today.
Yeah. And I was like, I think I'll pass on that one.
Right. I should probably say out loud what it is. It is Ardbeg Anamorphic.
Yeah, committee release too.
So I've seen this. Oh my gosh, the art on the bottle
it's so
is
cool.
Gorgeous. This is a gorgeous bottle. Tell me about it though, because I don't know anything about this.
So I haven't tried it yet, but apparently there's like a few special, special steps in making this one. If you go on their website, they do like a cool animation for it. I forget what the steps were, but I've only had one committee release from Ardbeg that didn't blow my mind. So if you're a fan of Isla's, this is bound to excite you and bound to like blow your mind. Because they do fantastic committee releases.
Intense high mocha toasting process.
That's what it was. They did an extra toast or something, and it brings out cocoa notes or something, mocha notes or something.
Tempering briny overtones and ramping up hidden chocolatey sweetness and magnifying sensations of mocha. Sounds awesome. Sweet, smoky, herbal, spicy.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Enjoy.
Thank you very much. This is super cool. Super cool.
No, totally. I was like, I could buy something online. Like Virginia wasn't helping me out in terms of getting like a good solid gift. And then I was like, well, why don't I just check the Total Wines in Arizona? And then I was like looking around and I'm like, this is something that's it's available, as you showed me a picture of earlier. But it's literally like today. It's in the case, It's like fancy, So I like how you sent me that. But also Ardbeg 25 was somewhat reasonably priced.
Yeah, what was that? I don't even remember.
$8.99 or $7.99 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So happy birthday, Jesus. So, all right, is it my turn?
It is.
All right, let's do this. What if I dropped it? Oh, that'd be a shame. All right, so it's pre-opened but sealed this way.
Pre-opened but never peaked, eh?
Exactly. So my daughter, before I look in here, we've been teaching about Christmas because she's old enough to kind of understand a little bit more what's going on, and we'd be like, no peeking. And she loves that. She's like, no peeking. And she'll like lean in. It's so funny.
Cute.
All right. On this side, I got a straight bottle, straightish, tapered. What is this? Oh, mead, a 12-year. Or wait, no, aged 12 months in bourbon barrels for 12 months.
Yep.
Oh wait, no, I read it wrong.
I mentioned mead
Is this
earlier.
that one? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's from
Superstition
Meadery here.
So cool.
And I just wanted you to try some of their mead. That one's bourbon barrel aged, so I figured, heck, why not? And yeah, so that's
I love
when
mead.
it'll be very sweet. So it's like when you want kind of like a sweet, desserty wine like thing, that's when you want to open that up.
It's not like one of those things you have to drink in like a week or two, right? It
Not
kind
at
of
all.
lasts. Yeah.
If you no. Yeah. That is if you're not going to open it within a couple months, you're going to want to store it on its side so that the cork stays wet. Yeah.
Oh,
because
got
the
it.
ABV is low enough that it's not going to like corrode the cork.
Totally.
So, but if you are going to open it within a couple months, you can leave it right side up. It's totally fine. And after you open it, as long as you keep a stopper in it in the fridge, it stays good for like a whole month or maybe even a little bit more. Even after
I think my wife might like this too.
Nice.
The perfect share. Thank you.
That is why I was asking you about pies. I covertly was asking you what your favorite kind of pies were, and if you like jammy sweet pies and things like that.
Yeah.
I was thinking about sending you one of their variety that are like insanely sweet, insanely syrupy, insanely desserty, and I was like, maybe that's a little too heavy first, so I decided to go a little lighter on that.
Hey, but it aged 12 months in bourbon barrels. I think that'll help things out. Have you tried this one in particular?
Definitely. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. But the real deal's on the other side of the box.
Ooh. I'm scared. All right, I'm just going to let everyone see it as soon as I do. Ooh, nice. We got a stag, not junior, which is my white whale. And it's not only that, it's a pick. So I haven't had it before.
I wasn't sure if you'd ever had a single barrel stag before.
No, I don't think so.
So,
130.2 proof. Dude, I'm stoked. Now I got like 3 bottles of stag on my shelf.
Yeah, you did just get one the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, but heck, dude, I mean, they're all different. That's what I care about. And sometimes stag juniors are like stags these days. Sometimes they're better than stag seniors, you know?
Yep. I knew that.
Have you tried this one?
I don't think I've tried that exact one, but yeah, I knew stag was your white whale and everything, so I figured you might appreciate a single barrel version of stag.
Stoked. Thank you. This is what Christmas is all about. You know, I love when people say that. I'm like, is it? You know, but I'm also not a huge believer in like Jesus is what Christmas is all about, because for multiple reasons. It's like someone one day was like, hey, we should make a holiday, but I think it was like rolling before Jesus. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
either.
Some
people like put Christ back in Christmas, and I'm like, was he ever really in Christmas? Like the way we look at Christmas, like was he ever highly celebrated for Christmas? Just wondering. Maybe someone could correct me. But I think the Christmas tree was probably, you know, before Jesus, in my opinion. But that's not because I don't, you know, I'm not a big fan. It's not because I'm not a fan of Jesus. It's just because I think it's just so commercialized and like, but
yeah, I'm staying out of all that. And I forgot to mention earlier that I visited another distillery and I got a little glass. I forgot
with a gold
to get a
rim.
Glass. I forgot to get a glass from what's it
Kings
called?
County.
Kings County. They had one right there, and I just totally forgot. But
wow.
I went to another place called Great Jones. Apparently they're the only distillery on Manhattan Island.
Okay. Wow.
So I got this little cute glass.
It's like Great Scott.
Yeah, I know. So Great Jones. I sampled some of their stuff. It was okay. I didn't buy any bottles, if that's telling enough. I didn't even do a tour there. I don't know. But I went up to their bar, which, by the way, was gorgeous.
Oh, cool.
Their location is like super pretty. It feels like a rich mahogany
Uh-huh.
wood type, like library kind of thing. So
Yeah.
it's super pretty. Definitely worth going to visit the bar, but you're probably
Nice.
not going to end up buying any bottles.
Maybe they'll get there one day.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. We have um
Whiskey to
we're
drink.
skipping. Yeah, we got whiskey to drink. We're gonna drink Paul John Christmas, and then we're gonna drink Rare Character Straight Rye finished in Amburana.
I say Amburana. I hear a lot of
Amburana.
people just say Amburana. So
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm being a little hoity-toity by saying Amburana, but I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And my suggestion is, since we're going a little long, let's definitely do the Paul John for
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
as the real deal, and
That's true. We
then
are going
and
long.
and then we'll just kind of outro on the
That sounds good
Ambrana,
to me.
because
Yeah,
it's
I'm into
not
that.
so complex and it's more on
Mm-hmm.
the fun novelty side. So we'll just
Nice.
kind of hint on that a little bit towards the end.
All right. Ooh, Paul John. I got a sniff of it already. Yeah, we're no history this week.
Yeah,
Paul John it's an Indian single malt company. This is their 2020 Christmas edition. This will be a shout out to Ben Klepsik, Madtown marketer.
the final Christmas
Uh,
present from Ben Klepsik.
yeah. He said this is single malt, ex bourbon, Oloroso, and virgin oak with a hint of peat. Hey guys, sorry, real quick. Last we recorded yesterday. We're continuing the recording today. Basically, what happened was I started my feelings of sick got a lot worse. Got very nauseous. Luckily, nothing too crazy showed out of that. I didn't throw up or anything like that. But we're back. I'm wearing something different. I literally have a haircut, and there's like interesting lighting that's very different. So if you're wondering what happened, yeah, I was very nauseous. The first time we've ever done that for sick, at least. Which I'm
Multi-day episode, Christmas special, so
we
special, needed to be recorded over multiple days. Yeah,
we have done a
fortunately.
multiple day
Oh,
before,
really?
but
Okay.
yeah. But this is, I think we have. I think Robbie and I have. But this
Nice.
is for the first for being sick. So
Yeah. Fortunately, we cut just before you
yeah.
started drinking, at least, so you weren't drinking
Mhm.
and then got sick. That
I
would have been
literally poured some,
pain.
and luckily it was only a little bit from the bottle.
Yeah.
But I was glad we cut it there.
So
But two things. Oh, go ahead.
I had poured my whole ounce in
Uh huh.
my
Oh, you
glass,
had
and
to
I was
pour it
starting to
back.
nose it and everything, but I did pour it back in. So
Nice.
it has been aerated a little bit, I guess we
Ah,
could say.
yes. Yeah, no, that's great. One quick thing we thought about since yesterday is that we intended to do for the gift giving back. We intended to do that even with the random gifts. That we didn't want anyone to get two bottles. And so we realized, looking back at yesterday, or like the earlier recording of this episode, that Ben was chosen from me, and then Ben had already won the best gift for Bryan. So we decided that sorry, Ben, you get the wait, did you say it was either the Ode to Isla or the antique 107?
My random bottle was the Weller 107. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the Weller 107 we decided to give to Bryce,
Yeah.
correct?
Correct.
Or
And
okay,
that
cool.
that 107 was actually going to Paul. Yeah, we had
Wait. The
yesterday.
107 goes to Paul, so Nika goes to Bryce.
Okay. Yeah, but correct.
Okay.
Coming up to speed from yesterday, Paul got your favorite. Ben got
Oh,
my
I
favorite.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we do want to spread that love. We don't want to end up
Yeah.
giving two bottles and two bottles.
Yeah.
So anyway, we want to give a little love to
Wait
yeah.
a second. Does that
I
mean one
see the
person does
wheels
get
turning.
two?
Yeah. So we could do a random right now between
The
Ben
three?
and Paul to see who gets that second bottle.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. So wait, so Bryce gets Nika.
Bryce gets Nika.
Okay, and then the Antique 107. Yeah, let's do it random right now.
Cool. You want to do it?
Um, yeah, how are we gonna do it? You want to do
Okay.
Google?
Ben, Paul, alphabetical order. Ben 1, Paul 2.
Okay.
Pick a number between 1 and 2.
Okay, you do it.
All right.
Oh, do I?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey Google. Pick a number between 1 and 2.
Here's a random number.
One. Here's a random number.
Ben,
One.
2 bottles.
1. Here's a random number.
Ben,
1.
2 bottles.
2 bottles for Ben.
So Ben gets the Ode to Isla Batch 1 and the Antique 107. So
both of mine.
yeah, so that's good.
Perfect.
No, we appreciate you guys sending gifts, and sorry for all the confusion. Yeah, and Bryce wins out too, as opposed to earlier in this episode where he seemed to not. So
yeah, sorry, Bryce.
Sorry
if
you got super excited, Ben. Well, no, Ben did need to get yeah, it all works out because Ben would have won too, but he wouldn't have gotten the Nika, or he would have earlier. So
sorry, Bryce, if you were listening and came to the realization that the other guys were getting 2 and you were like, this is bull.
Yeah, each one of them were getting 2.
Yeah, and Bryce is just like, what?
Yeah, so no, Bryce isn't even listening at this point because he's so sick and tired of us. Yeah, he's like, stop listening altogether.
Hey, we were sick yesterday. Give us a break. Give us a break.
So let's crack into. So we poured, like we said, the Paul John, but this one's a little different. We mentioned how it's Oloroso, ex-bourbon, virgin oak with a hint of peat. Classy looking bottle for
you know what.
The Indian
real quick
realm.
Before we get too far away from Christmas.
Yeah.
I have one extra Christmas surprise.
Ooh.
The Christmas surprise is
no way! Congratulations!
Sam and I are pregnant. Yep.
Wow. Yeah. For everyone who is listening via podcast, Bryan held up some ultrasound pics. So how far is she along?
So just like last week, we had our first ultrasound.
Wow.
And so we were getting test results back, confirming everything's looking good and everything, and it is a girl.
Oh yeah, that's like the chill filtered expectation is just girl dad.
It was a requirement to remain a host on the podcast for sure.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, that's why Adam dropped off. He has a boy now, and he wasn't. While he was a host, he wasn't a dad, and he's not allowed back because he's not.
I see. Well, no plans for me to drop off. I'm confident I can make it work because I love this very much. So not going anywhere.
I'm excited for you, man. That's amazing. And so did you do a genetic test or something?
Yeah, we did actually.
Cool.
I think it was at like 4 weeks or 6 weeks or something crazy early. You're able to do a blood test to determine gender. So we have known at 99% accuracy that it was a girl, but we did get 100%. Yeah. So
girl dads.
Previous episodes, man, several episodes, you've been like, just wait till you have kids. If you have kids, blah, blah, blah. We want to go to Disneyland, but we want you guys to be the ones with the little kids. And this whole time I was just sitting here like.
So wait, how long have you known?
I think like mid-October, late October, somewhere around there.
Okay, so about a month and a half. 2 months. 2
months, basically. Wow. Yeah.
So you guys are have you like announced on Instagram or anything like that?
We're not gonna do social media. Cool. This is the most public way that it will be announced. Yeah. And we did make sure all the people to tell face to face. We made sure to let all those people know. I don't know who listens to this podcast, but everyone else is finding out now. By
Jim's just finding out now.
Yeah, right.
He's like, and you didn't. Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, congratulations. That's huge.
All right, I'm pouring this Paul John.
When's the due date?
I didn't want to make it all about me, but
I'm excited.
Due date is June 30th. So end of June is when
that's great.
Go time.
Gray's birthday is the 29th. So
wow. Can double up.
Be a year after. What's that?
We can birthday double up here.
Yeah, seriously.
On the chill filtered Disneyland barrel pick extravaganza for our children's birthdays.
Yeah. Oh, I'll have to look if I have any Blantons on that day. I doubt it.
Yeah. Fruity nose.
Yeah, very fruity. Very little peat, but slightly noticeable.
It's like a medicinal fruity.
Mm-hmm. You mean like a cherry cough drop fruity?
Could be my fancy new Christmas glass I'm drinking out of, since I had a day in between to wash it and get it ready now.
That's good. That's cool. Yeah, it looks so so thick base.
Oh yeah, it's got a thick base. Slam it on the counter.
It's a little like, okay, so maybe it's just, what's the proof on this? What's his name wrote it down? Ben wrote it down. Here we go. Proof is 46%, so about 92 proof. Yeah, it's good. It's not
yeah.
What's that?
Hint of peat. I am getting the hint of peat.
Yeah, it's like right between a Highland and an Isla. Hint, yeah.
The medicinal fruit and the peat is coming together to me like a candy you'd get from your grandma. You know what? All right, those strawberry candies.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, with the little gooey gel inside, with the hard candy on the outside. That's what.
I can see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting from this.
The palate's not like that. I assure you that. The palate burned my tongue. I don't know if it's what I ate before this or something, but like more than most whiskeys would, I like felt it on my tongue tingling.
Yeah,
I don't know about you.
It's yeah, it is stingy, not in an unpleasant way, but it's remember at the Perfect Fifth episode, that sherry cask one, where we were like, yeah, it's like a sherry with a little bit of spice. It was like sherry with a little bit of baking spice. This kind of like burns and is a little spicy in the same way that that sherry one had a little bit of spice on it.
What was it? Was it Amroot cast strength where we felt like it? Oh no, that was me and Robbie. Where it was like hot trash notes, or was it me and?
Oh, yeah. No, it was Robbie. Yeah. That was the one where you were asking people to guess what the note was because it was so ridiculous.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah, that was interesting, and it wasn't bad. It was just like what you'd expect hot trash whiskey to taste like. Like it's just like powerful, potent, and like spicy. This is spicy. I'd venture to say this is a little bit like spicy.
Yeah, this that spice makes it taste way above ABV.
Yeah, it's weird. It's got like I said, burns the tongue. It's very different than like a Highland or a Isla. In that way. Like they say,
put a little water here.
This is out of Goa, India. And there is a lot of heat there. It's like pretty close to the equator, very hot place. And so you'd imagine they basically say it at Paul John and like Amroot and those things. They just aged it a few years because it just extracts so much from the barrel at those temperatures and that humidity out there. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. It's not bad. There's nothing bad about this so far.
Yeah, totally agree. Like if you're looking for a spicy peat pour, I mean, the hint of peat, I'd argue there's more than just a hint of peat. So if you're looking for like a spicy peaty pour, this would be right up your alley.
I just got a really nice finish note. Reminded me a little bit of the Ramper. A nice fruity finish, like a tropical fruity finish that I just got from the last sip. But one other thought I had, yeah, I guess I lost it. I had something on my mind.
I can talk about water.
Yeah, gonna drop it.
So the water on the nose, like mellowed it down a little bit in the way of like I'm not getting much fruit on the nose anymore, and it's more like grainy.
Ooh,
yeah, getting like a hay barn graininess to it. That I think I liked the fruity nose more, but it still smells very good though.
I'm still getting a nice fruitiness. Yeah, it's like I said, it's not like it's not your typical like Scotch single malt. Notes that you can get. It's not as like floral. I wouldn't call this floral at all, as opposed to what the thought I had earlier. The peat is similar to what you might get on Isla. It's a little tamed down compared to that, but there is zero brininess, which is what you can get from a lot of Islas. Is like kind of a salty, briny, like almost like seaweedy, like in a not so fishy way.
I got a very prominent finish note
Oh,
And
nice.
I do have water in mine now. And it
Mm.
took a while to get here. It took like a whole minute on the finish, but eventually I'm getting peach. Maybe nectarine. I'm having trouble differentiating, but either peach or nectarine. Just wait for it. Give it a minute. See if it gets there for you. Took a long time.
Yeah, I can get that. Almost like a peachio. What was that? That was
Nulu?
no, that was or no, Hulu was that. But there was also like a strong peach note I remember on Templeton 10-year single barrel.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I my re-entry buzz today was the Ardbeg that she got me for Christmas.
Mm.
Um, way briny, so briny compared to
Yeah.
this. Like it's
Yeah.
all sea water
Yeah.
on that
And it's
Ardbeg. Yeah.
crazy because, of course, like Islas are basically every single Isla, I think, unless it's like Kilhoman, um, is on. Well, even Kilhoman's pretty close to like the bay, um, but they're all on the water, and they age their warehouses pretty close to the the ocean. And of course, there's a lot of salt water there. I don't know if it gets in the barrel anyhow, but like
Yeah.
there's probably like salt spray, from the ocean spray that gets on the barrels or something. Who knows? But all I
Maybe.
can say is a good Isla has some nice brininess to it.
Yeah. And coming back to this now though,
Mm-hmm.
the Paul John
Mm-hmm.
is I'm getting so much peach candy now. Like
Mm-hmm.
that note's just like branded on my brain now. I'm just getting peach candy sweet.
Yeah, I can dig that.
At least on the nose. Let me sip again.
Yeah, I mean straight up Peachios. Maybe even more prominent than the Nulu or the maybe not. Because like the
I
Nulu
think
was
so.
like straight Peachios.
That was the Matt Porter Nulu.
Yeah, that was a good one. I since
Yeah.
have bought a 6-year. That was a 7-year, I believe, rye.
Mm.
I since have bought a 6-year. I haven't cracked it yet, but I look forward to doing that.
Green top, so it's just straight
Yep.
rye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are the best. The finished
Yeah.
ryes are fun and all, but
Mm-hmm.
the green top straight ryes are just so solid.
Yeah, I mean, so far, yeah,
I will
absolutely.
never pass on a on a Nulu green top.
I'm getting very more fruity on the nose with ice than any of the other pours.
Get
Hello,
my eyes here.
how are you? I'm so grateful that I am not sick anymore, and I bet our listeners notice a pep in my step compared to earlier in the episode.
Opening presents was the only thing keeping you alive then.
Dude, I felt bad because I'm like I'm super excited, but I like don't show it at all. So.
All right, I'm icing up here. Oh my gosh, this glass is so big. I can fit 4 cubes in the bottom of this fat bottom.
Fat base.
Fat bottom glass. Make my
Ooh.
whiskey world go around.
Yeah. Fat bottom glass, you make the whiskey world go round.
I wanted to purposefully not say anything while you were doing that because I want to clip that so bad. That's getting clipped for sure.
Yeah. I guess we will. Let me write down that time. 1816.
Yeah, I'm actually with ice. I'm not getting any peach anymore. But I'm getting like pure sugar. Just
I'm getting more of the hot trash.
Oh, really?
Then
I
not in a
will.
bad way. Like I said, it's just spicy. It's like, and no particular spice. It's not like, it's almost like if you took like a jalapeno or like a what do you call it? What's that one that's like really not too spicy? It's like ancho chili. You hear me out, without the spice. Like it's like that depth of flavor in like, but in a way that like, yeah, like it's got some spice to it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't taste like ancho chilies without the spice, but it's kind of like the feeling you get when you eat an ancho chili or like eat something with ancho chili in it, like
Right.
birria
I remember
taco.
saying something just like that on the Perfect fifth. Like the
Mhm.
lingering, just kind of, it's not even a burn because it doesn't like, it's not like a hot, but it's just a lingering mouth tingle that is a
Yeah.
spice that you
Uh-huh.
get. And yeah, I hardly get any fruit on the palate on the ice pour here. It's just a little bit of spice and that's it. I'm not like to hot trash level because there's not like that much peat in here for me, so I'm
Uh-huh.
not getting like overwhelmed by unpleasantness, but
Yeah.
it just kind of just doesn't taste like anything, kind of like a standard ice pour with scotch.
Yeah, it's definitely not my favorite palette. I would say I would have a tie for the neat versus the water pour.
Yeah, I did
Um,
leave enough for me to go back neat one more time. And
mhm.
you said something I meant to say when I was going from neat to water.
Uh-huh.
um and the water kind of took away a little fruitiness from me, and it made it so that all I was tasting was spice.
Uh-huh.
So I think once it's watered down a little bit, I think all you get is just like a little bit of spice, and that's it.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's not bad. It's a entirely pleasant pour, or rather non-negative pour, which, is very different than completely pleasant. I like I said, I didn't love the ice pour in general, but like it wasn't too special, but it was never bad the whole time. So we also poured a little rare character, a certain R bourbon on Reddit pick, and I'm ready to try that. But why don't we? Yeah, there it is. Why don't we talk about whiskey? Do we want? No, we're skipping whiskey world news this episode because we're going extra
Yeah.
long.
Yep.
But also, we are going to talk about results from prior. What whiskey would you choose? Right?
Yep. And I don't even have my phone out at all or anything.
It's all good. That's why we're pouring another pour.
Yeah. I forgot we were doing this second one too. And by the way, big shout out. Let's get some dings up in here
What
for
the
Ben
crap?
Klepsig, Mr. Double Bottle
Yeah.
winner, sending us the pour of the Paul John 2020 Christmas.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. That was
What a
from Ben.
friggin' baller. Ben Klepsig has sent so many samples over the years, and he's like he'll always be like he'll show pictures on, either our messages on Instagram or on like other things, and he's like it's always an open offer. Like if you want to try something I'm pouring, like just let me know. So what a baller. Give me a friggin' moment. Ooh, very
Clear,
high pitch.
clean and clear. That was good.
Yeah.
All right. So
What
last
an
week.
interesting nose.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't think I've
uh,
ever had a Amburana finish.
yeah, I don't know really how it's pronounced. I always say Amburana. I hear a lot of
So
people say
weird.
Amburana. Maybe I'm just more classy than those people, so I say
Yeah. You're a
Amburana.
high
But
class
you'll
man,
hear me
yeah.
say Amburana a lot.
Very
Yeah. So
interesting nose.
Amburana, super sensational thing. People been finishing in that like crazy over the last
Yeah.
year or two. It got
Uh-huh.
really hot, and there's tons and tons of rare character Amburana picks.
Mhm.
And I do really like them, but they are
Mhm.
special and weird. They
Yeah, very weird.
the Brazilian Amburana wood imparts this like nutmeg cinnamon Christmassy spice,
Yeah.
so it's perfect for this time of year, but
Yeah.
it's absolutely not like a summertime kind of drink at all.
This is so weird.
So weird. Yeah, are you getting all that like nutmeg and baking spices and everything?
Maybe a little bit. Yeah, nutmeg's showing up. Like, cloves a little bit,
Yeah,
licorice a little bit, but
yeah.
it's like weirdly like when I say medicinal, it's kind of like cough syrup a little bit in a very interesting way.
Hmm. I'll
So
sneak in.
synthetic taste smelling,
Yeah,
like
right.
um
It is
I
hardly it borderlines on flavored whiskey territory to me.
yeah, really. Yeah. I've never smelled anything like this in a whiskey. Wow.
So I'll sneak in the results from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
what whiskey would you always restock forever? Cole
Mhm.
said Buffalo Trace, classic
Mhm.
Cole. And I said
Yep.
Knob Creek 12, and Cole won 75 to 25. And Cole's
Such a
getting his
weird whiskey.
mind blown after taking
I
a
don't know
sip of
about mind
this.
blown, but it's just so weird.
Yeah, not necessarily mind blown in a good way. It looked like what the heck kind of eyes as big as dinner plates.
Is that even a whiskey? What's the proof again? It's like 112. Yeah.
Yeah, 112ish.
I don't know if I like it. Like it's like so weird. but it's strong. Like everything about it is like punch you in the
Yeah.
flavor.
My favorite that I ever had was aged finished a year less. And so a lot more of the MGP rye cherry, classic MGP rye notes came through, and a lot less of the syrupy nutmeg cinnamon is
Syrupy is a
present.
really good word, yeah.
So it's much more just like it's much more of an actual finished rye, whereas this, like, again, borderlines on flavored whiskey territory.
Not my jam.
Yeah.
Like went on my nose this time.
Yeah. Actually, I've never tried this with water or ice. I don't know if you're planning on doing that, but
Yeah, might as well.
Might just even be the most weird thing you've ever had.
It is so weird.
Listener responses on the what whiskey will you always restock forever? So as soon as you run out, you're running out to the store to buy another bottle. Broasca testuasa.
Yeah, probably
Hopefully
right.
I did a little bit justice there. Says Weller Special Reserve. Apparently he can get it all the time. $34 Canadian.
Canada.
Oh yeah, easier to find and cheaper than Buffalo Trace, he says.
Yeah.
Marco and AZ, Wild Turkey Rare Breed, and Old Forester Rye 100. Seconded on the Old Forester Rye 100. So good. So good. It's only like $20.
Yeah, seriously. And like even the Old Forester bourbons are amazing. Like the standard 86 and Hundo. They're great.
For sure. So we got Cab Bev Group here. They say Clover Straight Bourbon. You ever heard of that? Clover.
No, but it sounds to me they might be repping it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Free advertising.
Yeah, seriously.
Dramhound.
Clover, never heard of
it. Dramhound says 4 Roses single barrel, 100 proof shelfer.
Yeah. I'm a select guy when it comes to the standards.
Yeah. Paul Clarkson, E.H. Taylor small batch.
Nice.
Low class, high proof, always sending in the pictures.
We love it.
This looks like a picture of Port Charlotte 10-year.
Nice. Nice Isla.
Yeah. And Kilted 518. It is not a specific bottle, but I always have to have an Isla Scotch on the shelf.
Nice. Wait, who said that?
That's Kilted 518.
Nice. Miles Ferguson.
I got to remember the names better.
No, you're good. After drinking a little bit of Liquid Death with this Amburana finish is pleasant. Yeah.
What flavor of death?
It's the same. It's the melon one. But I don't know if I can like go back in with a fresh mindset with I don't love this. Like
so heavy. Like
I respect it in a way, but it's just not my jam. This pour.
If this was oak and there wasn't so much spicy baking spices getting in the way, you would be saying
nice candy rye.
Oh, I was going to say you were going to be saying this is over oaked like crazy. Like
it might be
so much wood flavor here. Again, if it was oak, but the Amburana just imparts so much flavor. It's crazy. I'm going to add a little water. Did you go water?
Not yet. I'm scared.
About to find out.
Yeah.
Nose is way easier. You can actually get your nose in there and not feel like you're sniffing the baking spice aisle.
Yeah. Let's give it the old college try, as they say. Where'd you go to college again?
Kansas State University.
Nice. Go Jayhawks.
Nope.
I don't even know. What's Kansas State?
Kansas State is the Wildcats.
I thought so. That was my backup guess. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because that's the other one. Yeah.
Yeah. K-State, baby. Where's that? Springfield?
Springfield? Are you just saying that because there's a Springfield in every state?
No, isn't there a college in Springfield, Kansas?
I don't know. I don't even know of Springfield, Kansas. I'm gonna have to Google that one. But it's in Manhattan, Kansas for Kansas State.
No idea.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half, maybe just an hour west of Kansas City. It's kind of middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's Kansas for you.
Yep.
Whenever I drove through Kansas, which I had a lot, it's a long state.
And there's nothing to see.
Yeah. Like you take, 70 through that state from? Yeah. And it's just, and like every time I drive through, there's like stormy conditions where I'm like, is this going to be a tornado? Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Okay. Better nose. Yeah, it's not as crazy and weird and like just I don't even know what to compare. It's like syrupy. It's like if you distilled maple syrup, probably.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of like brown sugar,
Yeah.
heavy
Like
pastry.
overwhelmingly. Yeah.
Yeah, but the water took away sweet wood flavor for me. Took that away. So now literally all I get is just spice that is just like it's like the difference between hot chocolate powder with sugar in it and like
Yeah.
baking powder. Did we I feel like we had a discussion about baking powder
Baking
recently too.
powder?
No, not baking powder. Thank you.
Uh,
Baking cocoa? Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
baking
yeah.
cocoa. It's like, the classic trope of a kid being like, "I'm gonna make hot chocolate," and they take
Yeah.
chocolate baking powder and mix it in water, and it's like,
And
"This is
don't
the
add
most
sugar.
disgusting thing I've ever had."
Ugh. You ever had that baking chocolate that's like solid? That's unsweetened?
Yeah, it's like 90% dark chocolate or something like that.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah,
0 sugar.
it's crazy bitter, yeah.
My friend used to love that as a kid, and I was like, "I can't even put it in my mouth. It's so bitter."
Seems like it'd be a
Ugh.
healthy way to eat chocolate though, less sugar.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. It's probably good for you. Yeah. I don't like this at all. I'm gonna give this a poor score. I'm already telling you now.
Oh yeah,
How
we
much did
didn't
you
we
pay
didn't
for this?
rate the Paul John. Oh, I didn't even go back to my neat pour either. I just jumped straight into Amburana.
That's true. We never rated the Paul John.
All right, what do we
Ugh.
got here?
Ugh. I don't even know if I can like take a sip of this ice pour. All right, let's do it.
Oh, nice. I didn't even go ice yet on the Amburana. I bet it mellows out though. Hopefully,
It does. It does. Yeah, a lot more of those cloves and nutmeg.
but
Oh,
sweet or no?
it's got
Yeah,
sweet.
he's
Yeah.
shaking.
Ugh. I
Yeah.
will never drink this again.
Glad you
And
got to
I'm
try a
scared
sample.
to try Amburana finishes in the future.
Uh,
How
in
long
my
did they did you know, you said like it was a year less. They did this over a year in Amburana?
actually, so I don't know 100%. Um, all I know is total time, and the other bottle that I had that was like a predecessor to this one was 5 year,
Okay.
8 months, and this one's 6 year, 8 months. So I don't know. I chalked it up to the finish was so much heavier on this.
Mhm.
I don't know. Secret sampler of mine received
Got it.
RD1 Amburana finish bourbon.
Nice. Okay, cool.
It is nowhere near as syrupy and
Yeah.
heavy and
Uh-huh.
desserty as this. It's actually like a finished bourbon, and it's
That's
still way
cool.
more bourbon-like.
Nice.
It's been reviewing highly.
Nice.
People seem to really like that one.
Yeah.
If I'm going all out and if I'm going Amburana finish, I want it to be a literal dessert. So I actually do kind of like this, but only
Nice.
in the like I want a dessert.
Yeah. It's
I'm
like a honey
drinking this
barrel
with my
finish.
cinnamon roll.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. And another way that this bottle goes over really well is with people who aren't typically whiskey drinkers.
Mhm.
So you give them
Who want
this
like
and you're like, yeah, it's a finished whiskey. It's straight
yeah, it's
whiskey.
almost like the peanut butter whiskey sweet with the
Right.
syrupiness.
Yeah.
Oh.
All
Okay,
right.
let's first rate Paul John.
Yeah.
I give that Paul John an 8 point. No, I'll just give it a straight 8. I thought it was good, not bad, but nothing was I did like I said, I did like that fruity note, that almost tropical fruity note, but it was hit or miss sometimes.
Yeah.
And it wasn't too strong a note. It was very, very, what do you call it? Very uh, fleeting. Um, but I liked it. It was good.
Yeah.
So
I'm a little under you.
8.0. Yeah. Okay.
Little under you. I'll go 7.6. The spice level was just a little too much,
Uh-huh.
where it kind of turned me off.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah,
the
that's why. Yeah.
There were
Yeah.
a lot of pleasant notes in there, but then the spice ramps way up, and the spice just totally takes over, and you're like, hey, where'd
Yeah.
all my good tasting notes go? So
Yeah.
I'll go like 7.6.
I
It's
can appreciate that score.
totally It's in the fine category.
Mm.
Rate the old Amburana though. What you got?
Oh, like I said, I respect it, but personally, I'm gonna give this like a 4, like which is a very low score. Yeah, I wouldn't even venture rating it lower than that, but because of my respect for it, of like they were trying something crazy here, but like tasting wise, it just was not my jam. I could see it being other people's jams, but this was not. Like I'm just gonna pour this down the drain. At least what's left in my 2 glasses.
Nice.
Um, oh, blah, 4 for me. Yeah,
Four,
this is
four is
worse
in the
than
blah category.
this is worse than batch 1 of Mr. Sam. Like I can appreciate that compared to this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you said you didn't really
Yeah,
like that
I
very
didn't
much,
rate it
right?
high at all. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was way too oaky, spicy, cinnamony.
yeah. Actually, so this is a good question for me because
Mm.
I do like the Amburana rye, as crazy as it is,
Uh-huh.
but do I like it more than the Paul John?
Oh
I
yeah.
think I do.
Nice,
So I'm
nice,
going to go 8.0 for the
nice.
Amburana because I want a weird dessert experience.
Speaking of weird dessert experiences, we have a whiskey world news, or what whiskey would you choose this week? And
Yeah.
it's very festive, as today, the day that this episode comes out, is Christmas. And you'll likely be listening to this with your family on Christmas morning before opening presents. But while you're opening presents Christmas morning, what are you drinking with your family? Or Christmas Day, I guess. You don't have to start drinking at 5 a.m. with your kids. Um, what are you drinking Christmas Day? I like this question for myself because I'm going to be out of state and I have to think ahead.
Ah.
So, do you have any thoughts of what you're drinking Christmas Day?
I hadn't really thought about it, but I can reason it out right now.
Nice,
On Christmas Day, I'm gonna want to start drinking early, so
nice,
I'm gonna
nice.
want something light and low proof.
Okay, okay.
So I'm thinking I'm gonna want to go with the Old Forester 100 proof rye.
Nice, nice,
I
nice.
think I want a rye, and I think I want it to be low proof. So that's what it's gonna be for me.
I like that. My okay, so here's my thought. My dad likes Dickel. My dad doesn't drink anymore since he started chemo. He
Mm.
just doesn't like it anymore. So maybe he's got some Dickel at home or something like that. I don't like Dickel that much. But maybe okay, so realistically, I'm not going to be able to go shopping for liquor unless I bring something in my suitcase um, before heading over to Colorado. So I'm just gonna say I don't want to say Dickel because then people will be like, "Wow, Cole likes Dickel." Um, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but and do I like? Do I like? Okay, what
I
would I
know
get?
I know something that's gonna be waiting for you when you get to Denver. Of
What's
course,
the? Oh,
you're not gonna want to open it though, because then you have to travel home with it.
wait, what is it?
Didn't you have your Peregrine sent to Denver?
Oh, that's no, I got it switched last minute.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's with
cool.
me
How
now.
nice of them.
Yeah, yeah, that was really nice of them. I almost
Nice.
missed it. I got it on third delivery because I was out of
Oh,
town for business.
yeah.
Finally got it. Yeah,
Oh, you could do a UPS store pickup kind of thing on it, you know?
pretty much. That's what I did. Yeah,
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
yeah. It was technically third delivery slash pickup.
Gotcha.
Um, but what am I gonna drink? I will probably if it were up to me and and it was just the perfect world, I'm gonna drink Weller Special Reserve. Same kind of thing, lower proof. Nothing too crazy, always agreeable. Start at 9 a.m. Just have a good time. No, I'm kidding. I won't do that. My parents would judge me so hard.
I know.
Um, but they'd be like, "Wow, I was worried before with Cole with a whiskey podcast. Now I'm super worried."
Oh my gosh.
No, my parents like I said, I actually take boundaries very seriously with whiskey. So they don't worry too much, but they worry a little bit. So, but they would worry if I started drinking at 9 a.m. at their place.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sure
yeah,
mine would too.
yeah, which I don't. I usually, actually, every time I wait till at least noon to drink. So,
Uh
so that's my
last
answer.
minute
Well, special
swap.
reserve.
now that I've had enough time to think about it, last minute swap, cancel the old Forester 100 proof rye.
Okay.
I'm going with Evan Williams eggnog.
Nice.
I impulse bought one of those at Total Wine. It's been in my fridge ever since. So like I need to finally open that thing, and Christmas is here. So that's
I should
the
make
sucker I'm opening.
my own eggnog.
Well, I've heard,
like eggnog if it's good.
And apparently you put enough alcohol in there, you let it sit and age, if you will, in your fridge. You can leave it in there for years.
Noggin it up.
Noggin it up.
Oh, that's
noggin
great.
For your noggin.
Yeah. So I hope for our listeners. So okay, what are we so next week's gonna be the chilies.
Yeah.
And I guess we got to talk about that a little bit. We'll put out some surveys. We want to know what you liked about last year. Bryan and I will be talking about some of the better episodes, better pours we've had over the last year. And stuff like that. General Chili's, awards episode. If you're not familiar, Chili's is our yearly awards. And so we'll put out some surveys for the listeners. We'll get that going. But yeah, hope you guys listen to that. So what should we drink for the chilies?
So I have an idea. I just don't know if you're ready for it.
No, I'm ready for it.
Let's drink Found North Peregrine.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Seems special enough.
Yeah. And then that might spread out because we want to do that episode with Nick Taylor when he sends every batch.
That's right. Oh, well, yeah.
So we could do that, and we could drink Peregrine and just do it without Nick. But I also don't want to do like 4. Hold up. Someone's at front door doorbell. I hope they don't have to sign for it. Hold up.
I'm assuming we're pausing.
Still there. We'll have to figure this one out. Now he's gone. All right, listeners. Sorry about that. You never know what you have to sign for a liquor package. Yeah, thanks for bearing with me, listeners.
Yeah, if we send out a survey, we'll do something else. We'll think about Peregrine, maybe. I don't know. Might do it with Nick Taylor. We'll see.
Well, here's the thing: is that like I don't want to do that many interview episodes in that short a time frame.
Yeah,
but I love Nick Taylor, and we have so much fun with him every time he's on. But we also have a future episode with him planned where we basically shoot through every batch. So maybe we'll save that for him and just go with a regular episode with the Peregrine. Yeah, I like that idea actually because I also don't want to wait that long for Peregrine.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
Literally every review on Reddit of random people has been 9.8 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Like literally every single one is
if they outdo batch 8, it's going to be incredible. So that's great. I love that. So yeah, let's do Peregrine next week. It'll be a good finish of the year episode. And then we'll be able to say, what our favorite episode, or at least so one of the things we usually do is like, what's the best and what is like the most hubba what from the last year? What is the most subba what from last year?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Subba what? I'm gonna give a little hint. I have a feeling it was the for me, I might think about it a little more, but I have a feeling it was the Parker's Heritage.
Yeah, so close. Yeah. Did I tell you I did end up deciding to do a swap for one of those though?
Oh yeah. What'd you trade?
It's so unique. It may not be like the best whiskey ever, but like it was really unique. It was really cool. 100%. Just the idea of a rye version of Booker's made me want to be able to drink through a whole bottle. So I scrapped together some stuff with a buddy who had one and did a little swapperoo.
Nice. Speaking of buddies, Brian Duncan. I think that was the package I just got, and that was my samples, John. So thanks, Brian.
Awesome.
I'll be enjoying. I'll probably enjoy. Oh, I'd probably wait till the weekend, but this weekend I'll probably enjoy at least 1 or 2 of those secret samples.
Yeah.
And sorry, Brian, I already knew who you were. It wasn't too secret being a organizer.
We were the administrators here.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like we said earlier, like I'm really excited to do that again next year or maybe we'll even do a half year one. No, we'll do it next year.
Yeah, I think annual is probably good.
Yeah, because that was fun, and like a lot of people were stoked about it. So
yeah,
and are continually stoked until they finish all their pours. So
yeah.
yeah, I hope our listeners join in on Chili's next week, and I hope we can finish off the year strong.
I hope the rest of their family, while they're sitting around the tree listening to this episode, enjoyed listening to us for the first time because everybody's listening to this with their whole family on Christmas morning right now. Yeah,
of course. I hope that at least Drampup, little Willow, I hope she had every present that she wanted from Santa this year, and I hope that future baby Rap will have a great Christmas next year.
Her name is Chickpea for now, by the way. Chickpea.
Oh, nice. Instead of Roberta or whatever Robbie would say.
Yeah, right.
I like Chickpea. We just called ours BB every time.
Cute.
BB. And then BB2, the squeakle. Yeah. No, we usually call it that. Yeah. So, but yeah, I hope the pregnancy goes well for Sam, and hope it's not too much throwing up in the first trimester.
Yeah, so far so good.
I look back and real quick before we finish, I was like, and you took her to how many distilleries in New York?
Two. Thank you.
Okay, just two. And she's just sitting on the side drinking seltzer.
She's a trooper. They had mocktails. She got a nice little ginger spritz thing at Kings County.
Nice. That's good. She's a trooper.
But anyway, I hope the rest of the pregnancy continues to go as well as the first trimester has, because so far so good.
That's good. Well, most of all, listeners, I hope that our love of spirits lifted your whiskey, or the other way around. Happy Christmas. Our love of whiskey lifted your spirits.